Hello and welcome back to some more Kerbal Space Program. The version is 0.23.5 with me, the Green Dragon. And I think we're gonna do some adjustments to this little craft like I said we would. So, first things we want to do is actually add some things which we forgot, I guess. Like the goo container. We can actually add it right on here. Like under, possibly, or over, like so, right? I mean, this looks more or less even. That's good. Okay, so we can move this slightly higher to make it attached to that, and that should be fine too, right? That's not a big deal. That's good so far. And oh yeah, that's a problem with the lifter, isn't it? It has to attach in a very specific way, and not every payload will fit on it, but we will drag it to no. No, 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 don't delete. I want this saved as a medium lifter. Actually, no, let's wait on that for a second. Let's see. I want to have some ideas to the weight, right? 18 plus 4.5, that's 22.5. Another 4 for that, that's 26. The materials bay and the other things are negligible, so we'll say a 25 lifter, just to give it a bit of reserve. Actually, no, it's a 30 lifter, isn't it? Because these engines are heavy as all fuck. So yeah, that's a 30-ton lifter. Okay, good. Having a reliable and well-working medium lifter will be useful for future missions. Right? Right. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Certainly good enough. So, where is that bloody fuel line? Oh, right there. Okay, there we go. That's good. Okay, so let us remove this now. And now it's still attached to the wrong thing. Didn't I move you up where you belong, fucker? Okay, so gonna have to ditch this, and we're gonna divide it into two of these, thus allowing us to get extra delta V out of it, which is obviously important and useful. And just add the legs. This might make it seem unstable, it might even be a tiny bit unstable, but we'll manage. We'll just add struts until it's fine. There we go. So. This will be the new version of the Duna bus. It'll still fly like a freaking school bus, but it'll be somewhat better in some ways. The fact that it's a school bus of a vessel doesn't matter. I just have to plan ahead and give myself enough time to, you know, do it right. So it's really quite fine. Okay. Also, apparently this is all wrong. Oh, right. We want both of these. No? The frack. Okay, so now it's seeing it correctly. Okay. Wait, what? What? Okay, without this. Ah, it's not giving me as much extra delta V as I had thought. This gets detached, then this gets detached, and then the rest flies on its own. Right? Right. Did I add extra weight. Not that much, did I? Okay, how are you on sizes? Yeah, exactly the double of that. The frack. Yeah, go like this. I mean, 400 meters per second is 400 meters per second, don't get me wrong, I had thought I would get more. Oh, that's not right. That's not right at all. And you should probably be here instead. So this gets detached, then this gets detached, then this gets detached, and then eventually when we're returning this gets detached. Okay, sounds good. Okay, so let's save that, but actually no, we didn't want to launch. We wanted to look at the asteroids because before going to Dune I want that atmospheric sensor, and we might try to do an asteroid mission to get enough oomph to actually do that. So let's go to the Space Center. Let's go to the Space Center and see about tracking an asteroid. Okay. Okay, orbiting the Sun. Yes, and we are too far behind it. Will you encounter Kerbin? Doesn't look like it. What about you? Do we have an encounter? So those are unknown objects. Stop the tracking on all of these, actually. Let's just take a look at the new ones. Because these have already encountered Kerbin, if I'm not mistaken, and, you know, gone past it. Track this. Kerbin Periaps. A pretty decent one. So that's quite a while from now. Stop the tracking. Track this. Kerbin Periaps way the fuck out there. Track you. You are on the wrong kind of orbit entirely. Track you. Right, you're that one. Okay, so how about these? These appear to actually be a lot closer. Wait, is that a hit? We probably don't want it to hit, do we? Size class E. So what if we were to warp? Okay, let's just take a look at these, but I do want to... Yeah, that one has a Periaps, and that is not that far away. Okay, track that. Again, not that far away. Track that. Way the frack over there, don't care about that one. But these three could be interesting. Right? Because that appears to have a thingy going on there. Okay, you. You will encounter Kerbin pretty soon. So, I don't care about those supposed hits, because screw that. But we do want to take a close look at this and think about, actually saying hi to it. So, let's actually put our ship up into a low Kerbin orbit and see about visiting it, because it might be useful to do so. I'm gonna just set it as target and do awesome things with it. So, where's that droid? Set as target. Okay. So you are on a what, 270 orbit? Oh yeah, definitely a 270 orbit, and an inclined one as well. Okay, where are we at? Close enough for us to launch towards 225 degrees. No! So that's not a good thing. Let's try that again, shall we? I think that that was not the way it was actually supposed to go, so let's try that again, shall we? Something is catching. Where to launch? Okay, let's see, what's the freaking problem? Okay, release this clamp. Okay, let's try this again, now. Okay, what happened here? Damaged by engine exhaust. From what? Okay, just... apparently bad things. Cycle the stages and just get... you know what? Just whatever. Whatever. Let's take a close look at things. I think it might be the landing legs which might be sticking into things here in a destructive manner. So let's place them here. Should be good. Clear the launch pad and proceed. Good. And let's see about that asteroid, because we would really like to say hi. Right? Oh. Yeah, no. Wrong thing. Yeah, now it's good. Start turning a smidge, just a smidge. Okay, launch looks good. Everything seems fine, keep that open. Couple of engines overheating, but that's to be expected. And we throttle down because we have reached our target speed for this altitude. Let's turn this monster of a craft the proper way. Use RCS to, you know, hold it where it's supposed to go, then ditch the RCS. Far too much speed. Burning off weight has allowed us to gain far too much of it. And keep an eye on this. When it hits about 400, we want to start throttling up again. Cause, you know, once those burn out, obviously we lose speed very quickly if we're not careful. But here we want to ever so slightly pitch down. 225. No, I think we want to go the other way, like this way. Right? Right, cause we totally screwed that up. Whoops! Logic fail. Well, we're gonna waste a bit of fuel, but we should have more than enough to, you know, get into the orbit with the asteroid anyway. Don't smash the engine! Good. Let's pitch down a little more. Don't have the target selected. Well, we should probably correct that. Right. We want a similar orbit to it, but not exactly the same, because getting a one that is exactly the same is gonna be almost impossible given the parameters of the launch and everything really. Now we'll have one chance to intercept it, so we should be in orbit well ahead of it getting up there, and then just, you know, get close enough to send a guy over to take an EVA report, take a surface sample, the whole shebang, you know? Because that could be slightly useful. And that's actually it for the mainsail. Ditch that. Alright, we forgot to add all the struts, but we didn't really need them there, did we? everything is holding out fine. Although, actually, we will add them because when it's landing, it might need the extra, you know, rigidity there. Holy crap, that stretches out fine, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Oh, and that's a bit too much of an orbit there. Let's cut the engines and actually burn a bit more like so. Because I do want to even it out a little bit. I mean, this is better, I think, than a... You know. Actually, let's burn this way. Because at this point we'll be... we actually want to unincline it, strangely enough. Okay, so you and the landing legs, we'll ditch them at some point, once they run out of fuel. It's fine. Whoa, we actually have a node with it, believe it or not. Cool! So it will let us sync up properly. Okay, good, we're gonna go to the prograde thing and we're gonna actually, you know, climb into a stable orbit. 1.3 minutes, close enough to the apoapse for government work, and there we go. Igniting the engine. 3x time warp, looks good. Everything is looking rather nice, actually. Okay, so first order of business would be to sync those nodes. Okay, so... yeah, that brings it down. We're gonna need a bit of delta V to make that happen, but that's fine. We want this down to an absolute minimum because we'll only have so long to actually, you know, intercept it and... hello. Yeah, that's an ascending node. Move this way, because this way will be better. No. Okay, 0, 0. Good. Close enough. Good enough. This will do. Now let us just get to the burn point and see about intercepting that droid out there. See what science we can get from this. Because they're supposed to have science on them, I hear. And I'm interested in finding out if the rumors are true and they do indeed have science on them. Okay. Hopefully this will be good enough. Engaging the engines. 3x time warp. And watch the good times roll, I suppose. Oh look, there's the moon. Is that not glorious? Is that not glorious? How's the fuel doing in the bottom tank? Draining? I suppose that's a thing. So yeah, we're gonna orbit here until it gets closer and then we'll see about, you know, actually intercepting it. I want to stay low because that way I have more potential intercept windows, because the way it is, if when it comes over here and we're, you know, if we're out, that's the thing. We want our orbital times to match up, right? It will be moving really slowly, and if we're in a high orbit, our angular velocity, as in how big a percentage of our orbit we cover, you know, in a given, you know, moment of time is concerned, you know, it's gonna be a thing. I'm hoping this is close enough. Point is, we want to be orbiting at high speed so that we can, you know, we can pick the exact time we make our transfer over to its orbit, you know, more precisely. Target speed. So that's not that big a difference, all things considered. Once we get up there, it will, you know, be fine. So the target will be there, right? So, plus an orbit. And that's how we're gonna do it. We're just gonna plan this until we are, you know, by plussing up our orbit, until everything is the way it should be. See? That's how we hacks it. And this way we, you know, are in a really good position when that happens. So, okay. So, that actually doesn't work out that well for us. So how about we just aim for its perhaps, right? It's perhaps 17, we want our apoapse to be much the same, right? So, perhaps apoapse, about the same. Okay, good. It doesn't have to be exactly perfect. And just keep bringing that up. Unless, of course, that's... No, seems fine. Yeah, we just want to do it like this. So that's it there. Target position at... Why do I have a feeling that this is wrong? Okay, let's just make sure that... Let's just get out there, and then we will see about matching up the orbits, you know, properly. Okay, let's just... What's that apoapse at? Okay, good, 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 good. One chance, okay? One chance to actually intercept it, so make it good. Okay, so let's actually decrease the altitude of that apoapse ever so slightly. I mean, once we get that close, we can just burn towards the target, right? And it'll be fine. But the moon is gonna interfere, unfortunately. Okay. And keep going. Keep going. You know, this is actually really useful. Ah, shit. Have a moon Earth thing. Great. And a separation of 5,000 kilometers, so good luck chasing it. That's what it means, essentially. Okay, target position, separation. So, orbit after that, eh? That's not so bad as far as separation goes. We can actually work with that. That's a bit higher. Yeah, so essentially have to go here and keep it slightly lower, slightly higher, even more higher. No. So we can get it down to about 100 kilometers. Okay, that's good. That means we need to wait 10 days before we actually go ahead with this, but that's fine. Now the important bit is to wait for the right burn time now. So that's about as quick as we can warp, is it? That's completely unacceptable. You know, considering everything, I think it's justified to actually climb into a higher orbit, say, you know, and a properly even orbit at that, so I think 600,000 will do. Right, and we'll see you on the other side of that orbit. The relative speed with target is slowing down as it's, or is evening out as it's dropping deeper into Kerbin's gravity well. And yes, please, thank you. You know, at this point it doesn't really matter. right? It doesn't really matter if we wait an orbit or two, because we have plenty of time to set this up. I mean, we have about 10 days, so that's fine. One orbit is what, half an hour? Hour and a half maybe at this altitude, which is still more than good enough. And 30,000 difference in orbits is within acceptable parameters, I would say. So let's see. This will have changed our orbital parameters as well, so it's actually safe to assume that the moon will not be near us when we finally try to intercept it at the periapse. Okay, orbit after that. Okay, the separation will go down, down, down. The moon is a pain in the ass, admittedly, in this. No, the moon is still a problem. Wonderful. So, yeah, we have to just intercept it later in its path, on its way out, essentially, if we want it. So it resets the orbital fuck no. Yeah, let's just see. This should be better, right? It should be far enough out of the way that the moon shouldn't interfere. Okay, so that's a separation of about 400, right? And that's a bigger one, and that's a 200. I'm willing to take anything below 200, because then we'll just power in under thrusters. So yeah, let's go for this. This seems, if not excellent, then acceptable. So, let's see about that asteroid, right? No, not a physical timer, that's not what we actually need. So, let's just... Apparently each Kerbin day is like 6 hours. Go figure. Anyway, our burn time is coming up, so we need to be careful now. Not miss it, you know? Because missing it would be kind of bad. This is our one opportunity to reach this asteroid. So we're about 2 minutes out. Let's do our final adjustments for our heading. Wait until we are, about here. So, throttle up and see about intercepting that little bugger of a rock. How small is it? How big is it? Don't know. Whoa, that was something... I saw a wobble. Okay, good, get rid of that. Excellent. That will actually be a good thing. Get rid of some extra weight, that kind of stuff. You know, glorious and awesome. Okay. So this is relatively simple. We just need a little bit more oomph, and then we can, just adjust it with RCS if need be. Okay, so let's see what this ends up looking like. Okay, throttle down. We want to do this as exactly as we can. Okay. Now I'm adjusting with RCS. And this is about as low as it'll get. So what if we adjusted, say, along this axis? Okay, turning with RCS, bad idea, because it actually leads to it applying speed to me, which is not so good. So what if we applied speed along this axis? Nope. This brings it up, and this brings it up again. Okay, so I guess this is the best we can do at the current, positioning. So just have to be good enough, won't it? Okay. Yep. This is the best we can do. Okay, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. What we do want to is switch the focus back to our own craft, because that will make things a whole lot easier. So, about 1 day there, which is perfectly fine. Yeah. Okay. Couple of hours left, sure, whatever. And yeah, we're gonna have to burn towards the target. Actually, no. We'll just adjust our heading towards the target. Right? Like so. Right? Maybe not. Maybe not such a good idea. Actually, something we should do is cancel out most of our speed relative to target, so that our orbital curvatures are much the same. Because I have a feeling that that will help us far more than playing nice. Ooh, 15 kilometer separation, that's excellent. Then we can actually wait until we get a bit closer and adjust it further. Right? Keep killing our velocity and just get everything nicely under control. Get in there, say hi, you know, that whole shebang. Yep, just it further down. Seems like a good enough angle. And the separation is again going up, which I don't like. Separation bad. We want togetherness, not separation. Just minutes away, really. So fire the engine and kill the speed. Because we don't just want to be close to it, we want to... Whoa! Way too much time warp for that kind of shit. Shenanigans. Okay. Seems good, good, good. Okay, just yay so. Yay so seems good. Yay so seems good. Yes, yes, yes. Separation is going way down, which is nice. We're gonna get really close. Actually, so that we can see it close. Okay, that's close enough. I think we really need to burn off a lot more of this speed for, you know, interesting things start to happen, cause... Okay, cut the engines. This is good enough, okay? This will be good enough. Just adjust our heading a smidge to, you know, sort of drift towards it over time. You know, that whole thing. Okay, there it is. Ooh, big son of a bitch, isn't he? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Big, big, big. And I could actually park right here and RCS in with the Kerbals, but I want to get a bit closer before cancelling it out completely, and I think this is close enough actually, because that thing is uncomfortably big. Okay, let's just turn the proper way. Okay, so where's the windows? Right there, right? Yeah, like so. You know what? This is good enough. Okay, EVA. Oh yeah, there she blows. And we're just gonna slow ourselves down using our RCS, which will hopefully be sufficient to keep us from smacking dead into it. You know, cause that could be a bad thing, and we do not want a bad thing to happen, would we? Yeah, look at how tiny we are compared to that big bastard. Jeez, we are small. Tiny, tiny spacecraft. Big-ass space rock. Okay, you chillax, and you, John Frey. EVA report. Yep, nothing there. So let go, and let's go and say hi. Okay, maybe not quite so quickly. Smack. Dude, recover. Yeah. EVA report? Nope. But I'm supposed to get science from it, so let's just go and say hi. Obviously it doesn't have any gravity, but take sample. Really? High over, wild asteroid is high over Kerbin. Really? You know what? No, it's not even. Let's not even name it. That's an abysmally small amount of science. I had hoped for a lot more, actually. No, 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 no. Bad, Johnfrey, bad. Do not smack this spacecraft. You need it to get back to Kerbin. Okay, and just let's do that. And crew report. Maybe this. Oh, yeah, nice. And observe the mystery goo, sure. Keep that data, and we're gonna get maybe 100 out of this. Not a lot, anyway. It's not gonna be good enough. We're gonna have to actually go to Duna before, you know, we can do stuff. So, let's actually head on away from it. Goodbye! Glad we met you. And now let us just kill our orbital velocity and drop. Because we kind of need to go home now. Right, right. Because home is a good place. Home is where the heart is and all that. Also, we're running out of snacks, what with being nearly 2 weeks in space. It's time we headed home. Okay, so want to see just how much oomph this capsule has on its own. So, pretty decent speed. The fuel consumption rate is low. I guess we can get, I don't know, maybe 100, 200 units of delta V from this or something. I don't know. In short, this is good enough. Now we're just gonna slant through the atmosphere and everything will be kosher. So there we go. We want to pull in the ladder, of course, retract it. Minimal altitude, deploy the chute, all is well. Turn off the computer assisted thing, let it turn around. Everything seems fine. Okay, good. Just gonna go and land this sumbitch. Okay, and it's tumbling a little bit, but that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. It'll be okay, it'll be okay, it'll be fine. Okay. Getting down there. Fairly straightforward, really. Oh, look, we deployed the parachute. Wonderful. So, that's a mission time of 15 days. Still far longer than it should have been, but oh well. Oh well. Okay. So. Okay. Let's see, maybe we get extra stuff for, I don't know, something, anything. Just want to know what we get. And I'm gonna be slightly disappointed, aren't I? Yeah, only 98 science from that. A vessel returned from Kerbin orbit. That's what you call this. I visited a freaking asteroid. Bastards. And let's finish this tier at least, just so that we can say we did. Okay. So far so good, I suppose, and we really should try for that Duna mission, but that's gonna happen in the next video, probably. Anyway, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys next time. So see you then.